part. Do you remember the?
Up for a sec. I can have a little welcome.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zachary. I'm the curator of the Cody Honors Division. We're really excited to have Seth back for another of the Broadway Sitzprobe. So if you want to, after the Sitzprobe today, take a look at our collection. We have a lot of stuff to do with the original production of Pippin, including a couple of costume designs from the original costume designer, are out in the lobby case center. So take a look and enjoy the show.
Hey, we're going to be on the air in a second. Hi, thanks for coming. Tell your friends while we're just waiting. If you have social media, you've actually deleted it. As many should. That means go to starsandhouse.com. They can watch it at starsandhouse.com. And that goes for our players. I hope you're telling all your conservatory roommates. Starsandhouse.com, and then they can watch us. By the way, who's done a Broadway Sitzprobe before? Project Broadway Sitzprobe. Oh my God! Welcome back. Welcome back. And the other one, everyone else here is new. Excellent, excellent. James, I know we have to start live streaming in a second. You want to come up and?
And we are live!
They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet cause they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho.
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Still got it. Here we are. Where are we looking? Where's the damn camera?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stars in the House. We are at the New York with an audience, the New York Public Library for the Performing Arts, or as Seth had said originally, because I see what you mean, we haven't talked. The name of the auditorium, Seth.
Oh, yeah, I kept calling it the Walter Reed.
Which is where's the Walter Reed? That is on the Lincoln Center campus, right?
Wait, we're in the Bruno Walter, but does Walter Reed even exist? Did I just make up?
Yes.
Now, what about,
you didn't.
Okay.
No, you are crazy.
Well, regardless, we're in the Bruno Walter, which is being donated by the library to support this amazing cause, which is Project Broadway Sitzprobe. Let's first talk, I guess, what Stars in the House is before we describe what these. We're going to tune, guys. I know you're all like clamoring. Like, where's my A? So, what's Stars in the House, honey?
Stars in the House is our charity live stream that we began 5 years ago to support the then Actors Fund, now the Entertainment Community Fund.
When Broadway shut the hell down.
Yes, when Broadway shut down. But we also support a lot of other charities, and I think we've raised about $2 million net, meaning all of it goes to them.
Yeah, it's not like, after costs.
No skimming off the top, as you like to joke. But
no,
it's
dear.
no joke. No, $2 million. But we wanted to continue for reasons like this. So we're back weekly, so go to starsinthehouse.com.
Yeah, we're going to have like Sitzprobes like this. We're having sing-throughs. We have a big event for Bill Berloni, who's the dog trainer of Broadway. He began with Sandy and Annie. So there's a lot of great stuff coming up.
Yeah, you can just check out our website.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to support more events like this, we're in the midst of changing our website.
Our 501c3.
Our 501c3, it's now United Voices for Change, but you can go to yourkidsourkids.org to donate, to help support.
So it's Your Kids, Our Kids, because we began as a 501c3 really to help with dyslexia and music in the schools, but now we've expanded. Right. So it's yourkidsourkids.org, and it funds Sitzprobes like this. This one is actually being donated, but often they cost around $2,000 to basically get the instruments, some of the instruments rented and carted here. So these Sitzprobes are being funded by our 501c3, yourkidsourkids.org. You could be donating as you watch. You could do two things at once, multitask.
So Seth, before we start and you explain what
Madison.
is and why this is.
Sorry, hi Madison. She's amazing from MUSE.
Stars in the because Tony nominations just happened. I feel like we've had so many people on the show who were nominated that we're really happy for and wanted to say congratulations. We just saw Death Becomes Her. So we're so happy for Megan Hilty and Jennifer Smart. Both
and
their
Chris
first.
Catelli.
Yes, and Chris Catelli, but it's Jennifer and Megan's very first time to get nominated in the leading actress category in a musical. Audra McDonald, her 11th nomination, the most nominations ever. You've heard of her. Yeah. But I was thinking as I was walking here, was the first time that you ever played for Audra just a block away from where we are right now? Oh. Because we're at Lincoln Center.
It was our first big event, because I was playing her audition, we met in the early 90s, and then when she graduated Juilliard, I played her Juilliard recital, not the classical part. She did the first half was all like, "Loo," and then the second act was all Broadway. So I played the second half of her Juilliard recital, and of course all the professors were like, "We hate you," because of the Broadway aspect. But yes, it was. Good memory.
And she had to, and for the Broadway part, she had to like fight for that, right? Because they only wanted her to do opera.
Yeah, they were basically not a fan of her on any level, and now they're like respected alumni Audra. She's like, that's funny because you hated me for 4 years.
Did she include Gypsy in her Broadway portion?
No, it was more like Mama Cass. We sassed it out.
Oh wow!
And there's a video of it, and she gives me the finger on stage. The point is this, and she really does, because I modulated without telling her. What is this Sitzprobe you may be saying?
Hold on though, because we want to say there's also with the Tonys. It's always mixed, and there's a lot of shows that depend on Tony nominations, and when they don't get them, even though they're well deserved, it can result in a show closing. And one of our favorite shows was Redwood, or is Redwood, because it's still on Broadway, but they did announce their closing.
Me, James, and Andrea Martin all went, and we loved it so much, like sobbing and then laughing. It was amazing, and devastatingly, they did not get enough nominations or any nominations to keep going.
Right, but they're open for a couple of more weeks. We highly, highly, highly recommend you go and you see it. It's a great story with amazing singing. Yeah. And a great band, who, by the way, is
the conductor of the band, Julie. I want to say Julie or Julia. Julie, come on out. So Julie McBride is volunteering today.
Yes, Julie.
To be our conductor. Hi. So this actually is important. So let me talk to you for 5 seconds about this. So the whole reason this began is I ran into someone that works with musicians on Broadway, and I was like, how's it going? He's like, oh, I have to hire diverse orchestras now. I'm like, great. And he's like, but it's really hard because they don't have the experience. I'm like, they don't have the experience because you haven't been hiring them for the last 40 years. So basically, I was like, I know there are a lot of skilled musicians out there that just don't have the access, because unlike actors, and we all hate auditioning because I'm in both worlds, I hate auditioning, but musicians, you don't get to audition. It's just basically who you know. That's how you get gigs. That's how I got my first Broadway show, because I just knew somebody. So if you don't have that access or connection, you don't get Broadway shows. And every Broadway orchestra I've played in is very male and very white. I mean, there's some diversity, but very little. So I said, if people need experience to play on Broadway, let's just give them the experience. So there's something called a Sitzprobe, which you do right before you go into the theater. You sing through the whole score for the first time with the orchestra, and it's kind of like a rehearsal. And I said, let's give them a chance to learn what it's like to play for real Broadway stars with a real Broadway score. Music Theater International, our friend Drew Cohen, they also represent our show Disaster. They said you can use any score you want for free, so they're giving us the scores for free. And then we get Broadway mentors to sit with every section, like my friend Ashley. We did the producers together a million years ago. Hi, Ashley, who's sitting with the instrumentalist to say what it's like. And then we have our real Broadway conductors conducting. But what's interesting is that, you are a woman, and very, at this point, I mean, I can count on one hand the female conductors on Broadway, and I maybe played under one. What was it like for you to try to break into this field? I think that's on.
Oh.
Okay, good.
What was it like?
Yeah, what did you face difficulties? Because it's really rare for me to see female conductors.
Yes, I did face some difficulties. I actually moved to New York City in pursuit of this career over 20 years ago before, and I say this a lot, before it was fashionable to hire female conductors. I think it's a little bit more fashionable now.
Right.
And I say that word I don't take it lightly. But I did come at a time when people weren't looking to hire me, and what I did was I worked my butt off, and I just knew I had to be better than everybody else around me to even get noticed. And I guess what I did, and I think that's why now, 20-some years later, I have the skills that I do to really do this. I earned every bit of what I'm doing right now through that. So, yeah, thanks.
It's very much that song that Leslie Uggams originated, being good isn't good enough. It's like you have to actually be better when there's prejudice. So, but that's what this hopefully is doing. And the people, by the way, that have done this Broadway Sitzprobe before, is anyone that just wants to say what your experience was? Feel free to just talk. I'll give you a microphone. But anyone want to say what it's been like for you and how it's paid off? Don't say anything negative. I'll kill you. But seriously, anybody want to say what it's been like? Well, Ashley, my mentor, what's been like for you?
Well, it's always fantastic to work with these wonderful young people. And I remember when we were dealing with the music, we did Guys and Dolls. It was fantastic.
That was our first one, David Chase.
It was fantastic. And it was wonderful because, they didn't really know, there are certain different things. There's different things about playing in Broadway. We don't have the big classical fade quite like it happens, but only in special circumstances. We tend to have wall-to-wall notes, which means beep, and it stops, and the note stops because we have to listen to the drum, and that's really, really important. So they didn't know some of these little things. Broadway players tend to play a little short. Classical players play long. It's a slightly different aesthetic. I do want to put one shout out though. One wonderful female Broadway conductor is Linda Twine.
Yes, Miss Twine.
I just want to put that out there because she's been tremendously helpful to me, and so I just want to give her a shout out to Linda.
Oh yeah, she was one of the first. Anyone else that's done a Sitzprobe that wants to? That's back to my cello section. Isn't it nice to have a real string section instead of a synth and a saw? Thank God, I insisted upon that. I'm like, we're not doing that bullshit. Anyway, go, dear.
So this is my second time doing this. I did the very first one, and it's nice to be back. Obviously, it's wonderful to learn from mentors like Melissa here. But the other thing is I can see through the younger generation, we're building our own networks. I walk into the room, and I already know these people. I've played with them, and I'm continuing to play with them. And I think we're mirroring what we see in generations above us, and this is really helping us build that here. So.
That makes me so glad. You guys, thanks for being here to support this. Okay, so we're going to, now this is literally a rehearsal, so there's going to be stopping and starting, there's going to be crazy intonation, there's going to say where we're cutting that section. I mean, it really is a rehearsal of the score. Pippin, James, is there anything else we need to say?
No, I think, we've got a lot of friends that are here singing, and I think for me,
I would think, and anyone shout out if I'm wrong, I would think it's amazing that we've got three from stars from the Pippin revival, 10 years ago, 12, however, my God, 2013. Because I would think that it really helps of like, oh my God, this is what it was like playing on Broadway, and to have that experience, and to also maybe feel a little the pressure, the way that we do as actors when we audition.
Yeah, you have the real stars of Pippin here, and then we have just amazing singers that I brought.
That's right.
That haven't done Pippin, but they're amazing. And by the way, I forgot to just say the shout out. When I thought of this idea, I immediately called the Queen of Social Justice, Mary Mitchell Campbell, and I said, please God, team up with me. So she got this going with her organization, MUSE, which stands for Musicians United for Social Equity. Madison basically does everything for us. This is Madison.
Madison.
Literally does everything. And then we connected with Maestra Music, which is for female identifying people to perform and be musicians. So it's this conglomeration of people working together. So we're going to start with our opening song. Okay. So we have the ensemble audition to be in this. We have ensemble, and that's the point too, ensemble people that have not been on Broadway to start learning what it's like to sing. So let's bring out so wait, how did you want this lined up? Madison, what did you want? You want the ensemble on stage? Okay, so ensembles, why don't you guys come in? And then for our opening number of Magic to do, we have our leading player is going to be Darius the Haas. Darius, one of my oldest friends, one of the greatest singers. And then, by the way, we have a couple of solos. Andrea Martin, you're not prepared for this, but can you do my favorite solo, Yuma? Come up on stage and do your Yuma. Anyone remember that? Yuma, handled by a master. I'll point when it happens. And Charlotte D'Amboise, can you do your intrigue plots to bring? Where's my Charlotte D'Amboise? Charlotte, is she in a full split, chest to the floor? All right, Andrea, I'll point to you when you sing. So you come to one of these. Ensemble, crowd in so you're near the mics. And let's go in maybe in, how's it best for the mics to pick them up, do we think? And actually, you guys can start tuning while I'm chattering. Wait, what is the line? Humor handled by a master. I'll show it to you. I'll point to you. Yeah.
Sitzprobe That's what they came for.
Hi, sis.
We'll see you on the other side. And I guess I'll try this one. Hello, hello. Why not?
Thanks. Okay. Honestly. Yes. So you guys go there.
I'm not sure when I come in, but
I'm gonna point to you guys.
okay.
I'm gonna get the music out. Don't worry, kids. So Terry, you come right here.
Man, hey. Hi.
Oh yeah, exactly. Because I also have an extra verse that I didn't sing in the show. I didn't do it.
Hey Charlotte, have your music. Here, you guys share. That's fair.
Oh shit, I fucked it up.
For no time at all. It has no relevance. Let me just see. Flipping the lyrics.
Do not come down. Okay. There, and you come in on. Yeah. 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 You're doing the. Yes. So just why don't you just edge your way up when it comes to that section, then you'll come to this. Here, Terry, be right here. Illusion. You both. So you both will just be side by side. It goes right in a row. Illusions, battles. Him and then you. Battles, barbarous and bloody. Okay, are we all ready? Okay, Julie, you can Sassafras.
Join us, leave your field to flower. Join us, leave your cheese to sour. Join us, come and waste an hour or two. Doodly-doo, journey to a spot exciting, mystic and exotic. Journey through our anecdotic review. We've got magic to do just for you. We've got miracle plays to play. We've got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and things to take my storm as we go along our way.
Intrigue, plots to bring disaster, humor.
Diddly-dee.
Illusion, fantasy to study. Battles, barbarous and bloody.
So join us, sit where everybody can see. We've got magic to do just for you. We've got miracle plays to play. We've got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and things to take by storm as we go along our way.
Then they all walk around muttering, "It's nice to meet you." Hi.
At the Sitzprobe. We're free at the Sitzprobe. We've got magic to do just for you. We've got miracle plays to play. We've got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and queens to take by storm as we go along. We got magic to do. We've got magic for you. We've got magic to do. We've got magic for you. We've got magic for you. For you. We've got as we go along our way.
That was fantastic. My only issues were the people that starred on Broadway for 2 years forgot, but it's all good. What's this song? Okay, Jules, do you have any notes you'd like to talk to our orchestra about? On a side note, by the way, Stephen Schwartz said that he really wanted to bring the style of the singer-songwriter to Broadway. This is the early 70s, and he said he wanted to bring the sound of like Laura Nyro and James Taylor, and this is really one of the first shows that ever had this sound, which then, of course, went to like Jason Robert Brown and Andrew Lippa and Pasek and Paul, but Stephen really wanted to bring that kind of pop, hip sound to Broadway. And he got it.
Yeah, Orchestra, beautiful job reading that. It really helps also to have our gorgeous singers with us. You responded beautifully to them. Just looking at the dance break, if we have time to do this, I'd love to do it from there to the end once more, which is bar 75 to the end. Orchestra, just a little more unhinged is the word we hear. You don't have to be just putting a little more sauce in there, you know? Can I just hear once before we do that, just horn section, horns and winds, bar 75, just to kind of align our articulations. So 1, 2, 3, and. Yeah, bar 82, ba, 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 ba. Can we make those longer on beat 3 and 4 and? Ba, 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 ba. All right, let's take this all together. Dance break to the end. Yeah, here we go. 75, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you new in town or just visiting your mother?
Oh, you've seen me before.
Not in my whole life have I ever seen you before.
Your wife is standing next to me, Terry Stein.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
We got magic to do just for you. We've got miracle ways to play. We got parts to perform, hearts to warm, kings and wings to take by storm. As we go along, we've got magic to do just for you. We've got magic to do. We've got magic to do. We've got magic to do. We've got magic for you as we go along our way.
That was great. I didn't do a formal introduction, by the way, so here are those original stars of Pippin, the amazing Terrence Mann, Charlemagne, Charlotte d'Amboise Mann, who, of course, Fastrada, and our very, very good pal as well, the brilliant Andrea Martin. Julie, what would you like next?
Well,
Oh, I didn't. Darius, did I not say your name? Darius, the Haas leading player, who I first met playing his Pippin for Kiss of the Spider Woman. Yes, dear. Yes. So we're gonna do Corner of the Sky, so you clowns can leave. We're gonna bring in one of the stars of Redwood, who was so unbelievable in the show. Please God, go see him. He's so talented. Just got a drama nomination for See What I Want to See. The wonderful Zachary Noah Piser. Okay, so Corner of the Sky. I'm gonna try to play violin for this. Okay, let's see.
actually playing violin right now?
Yeah, that's terrible. Oh my God. I really don't play violin well. I said I'm like that woman, Florence, whatever, Fastrada, who like basically rents an entire symphony just so she can play, but I actually don't have the talent to play. So that's me. So I just enjoy it, but I'm terrible.
Everything has its season, everything has its time. Show me a reason and I'll soon show you a rhyme. Cats fit on the windowsill, children fit in the snow. Why do I feel I don't fit in anywhere I go? Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. Every man has his daydreams, every man has his goal. People like the way dreams have a sticking to the soul. Thunderclouds have their lightning, nightingales have their song. And don't you see I want my life to be something more than long. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky. So many men seem destined to settle for something small, but I will rest until I know I'll have it all. So don't ask where I'm going, just listen when I'm gone. And far away you'll hear me singing softly to the dawn. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Isn't Zach great? Julie, would you like to talk to the band about, or orchestra about? By the way, reviewers, you can't keep saying there's an orchestra of 11. 11 pieces is not an orchestra. It's really up to reviewers to stop that bullshit, because that's why orchestras are small on Broadway. An orchestra has to have a string section. So cut that out, critics. It drives me up the wall. It's an orchestra. We're gonna do it up a step. So.
Yeah. For that. Yeah. Orchestra, I would love to just look at part 45 to the end once more. Piano 2, what are you up to right there at 45? Are you playing any patches?
Then the audience at home will hear it. Yeah. Is that mic on though?
It is.
Oh,
Okay.
now it is. Let's do you have a string patch up right? Can you let's Hello. And does someone know how to raise it a little bit?
Oh, and Julie's talking about
Okay.
patches. On synthesizers, the different sounds are called patches, just so you know. So it's like the synth is doing different quote-unquote patches, different sounds.
Yeah, and usually we'll have, some string programming. We'll have someone that will sort of make all the patches before we get into rehearsal. We're not doing that today. So we're depending on our wonderful keyboard players. They're kind of going through the internal sounds and making it work. So can I hear your string patch? Yeah, okay. Can you ride your volume a little bit on that? I know you don't have a pedal. Can you ride that? Yeah, just to make some swells and things. Yeah, usually too, like keyboard players, we will have a foot pedal that we can go. We can, make it feel like, so we'll sit underneath a string section to kind of, support the strings.
You can't crescendo, with one finger, like on a piano, so it's up to the volume pedal.
Yeah.
But can I ask one more thing? Zach, what's it like to sing this with an orchestra? I'm always curious whether actors appreciate having an orchestra versus,
I love it. You can feel all the textures, right? It's not just a piano. You can actually feel all the different dynamics and see where you lie in any verse, chorus, and it's fun to listen for the first time to be like, oh, in that moment I was really with the strings, or at that moment I was really with whatever. Yeah. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, and is this the first time you've sung this with an orchestra, or have you done this before?
I have sung it with an orchestra, but not anywhere this size.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Ever.
Nice.
Yeah. Thank you for the questions.
Okay, we're going to look at bar 45. Again, I want to work on lining up the rhythm a little tighter here. So I think drums, you can play a bit louder through this. Play us what you have at 45. 3, 4. Okay, we're going to loop that, and now come in, please, keyboard. Yeah, there we go. Okay, great. And then let's add you in on the key 2. 45 again, 2 with everybody, and. Okay, hold one sec. Let's do that again. Let's come in a little softer on those strings, make it really, really light and feathery, just sort of a little thing that swells and comes down. 1 and 2 and ready and. There we go, nice. Let's add Zach in, if you don't mind. Let's do this to the end once more. I would also love key 1. Are you reading from a piano conductor score? Bar, what is that? 82, 52? 52. At bar 52, can you grab the beats 3 and 4, those 16th notes? So we yeah. So we can fill that space a little bit there. Lovely. Okay. So what is this? 49 to the end. 45. 45 to the end. Thank you. Yes. Can someone play a C for Zach? River. Yep.
I haven't slept in a long time. Great.
Yes. All right. 1, 2, ready, and.
Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I've got to be where my spirit can run free. Gotta find my corner of the sky.
Terry, we're going to do Wars of Science, and turns out it does have that cut. So I made you learn those lyrics for no reason. So do your original version. So we need our ensemble people back on stage. Terry is Charlemagne. And, oh, we have a new Pippin for this. Okay, so we have one of my new favorite singers ever as Pippin, the incredible Nathan Salstone. Hi, Nathan. Maybe you saw Nathan as Pirelli or Anthony. Did you also cover Anthony and Sweeney?
Anthony and Tobias.
Anthony and Tobias, whatever was
Can't
high.
sing high enough for Pirelli.
He was also on my Broadway Shabbat. Okay.
Starting at bar 1. Yeah, bar 1. Sure, why not? We're all sorry.
Do you want to use this then?
Hi,
Would you rather use this?
No, I'll just.
There's a cut.
No, that's okay.
It's
That's
already in here.
So just, shall we just routine this for a second?
Yes.
Sure.
So that little bridge to guarantee that probably all that stuff, both of those are cut. Both of those.
Right, the very last one is in. So
Yeah.
you go to end then.
Do that. Let me do this.
Oh, the one that you did on the end.
Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry.
Thank you. I think that's what's cut. Then to guarantee.
I brought my pen.
So then to guarantee their folly is what's cut, 'cause it goes right to end then, right?
Yeah, so it's, see, enemy and blue will undoubtedly pursue, but that's what you depend upon an enemy to do. And then, boom,
Yeah.
bam,
So that's cut. And then the next one is also cut, which is what? What's before and then?
It would be, and of all the ploys we picked two really.
Yes.
That's cut.
That's cut. But then the last one is in.
bearing principles of, what is this? Cover
I mean,
freedom
the
for
face feel frivolous, that's it.
That's there, right?
Okay.
And the faithful frivolous is actually in. That's the last one. It's right before I had the last. Now, Pippin, now.
What, sorry, what measure are
Right
you?
before, of course, if I had a measure, I'd tell you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to say that it's in, and we'll see what happens in the business.
Yeah, we'll find out, yeah. Yeah.
It's a rehearsal.
It's a rehearsal.
Before we start, I have a question.
Yes, Nathan.
Is my entrance off of me or you?
And then that one?
Which one?
And then the men go.
That's
far.
off of you, actually. We'll take that from you.
Okay.
Yeah? If you need my help, I'm here to give it. Okay, so starting from bar 1. And listen, we can stop and start again. So. This is what I was saying to the orchestra this morning when we were rehearsing is this is not a typical Sitzprobe. This is like kind of a Sitzprobe on steroids, because usually we all would have had some days together to rehearse this before, and I would have routined all of this stuff with the singers in rehearsal, and I'm just meeting these lovely folks for the first time right now. So it's kind of, it is a Sitzprobe, but it's...
Have we ever met?
We have, a long time ago. I'm not sure where, on a concert somewhere.
Somewhere.
Or maybe another Sitzprobe experience.
Galaxy far, far away.
But, yeah. Okay.
Oh, God, okay.
Here we go.
Oh, you just give me that.
Yeah. Here we go.
Wait. At least I didn't have to put them in. I'm sorry.
War is a science with rules to be applied. which good soldiers appreciate, recall and recapitulate before they go to decimate the other side. Now, gentlemen, this is the plan for tomorrow's skirmish. The army of the enemy is stationed on the hill, so we've got to bring them down here, and this is how we will. Our men in the ravine, that's the area in green, will move across the valley where they plainly can be seen, and the enemy in blue will undoubtedly pursue, for that's what you depend on an enemy to do. And gentlemen,
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nation's cheers.
Pippin, sit down immediately. Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. War is a science, a breeding ground for brains. For though I cannot write my name, never could, the men whose pens have brought them fame write endless paragraphs explaining my campaign. Now when the foes see our soldiers reaching me through the... Well, stop! Can we start that pickup again, please? Well, how does that go? Now, when the soldiers, is that a pickup? Now, when the soldiers see...
Yeah.
Now, when the soldiers see... Okay, thank you. Okay. See, I didn't know that. I've never sung this before.
How about we give you the 3-bar intro? Is that okay? All right, bar 49, everybody.
For War is a Science? No, for that part. For the...
Right before, 3 bars before.
Sorry. All right, go ahead.
When? 3, 4.
Now when the foes see your soldiers marching through the lee, they will mount a charge and meet us at the point I've labeled B. And the bowmen's on the hill, in the yellow on the map. We'll leave the post to join the rest and fall into our trap. Then we'll cut off reinforcements and retreat of any kind, bearing principles of enfilade and defilade in mind. And gentlemen,
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nation's cheer.
I will not caution you again.
Sorry.
Including no, I'm sorry.
There's only 2 for that one.
But he has a thing from the record.
What do you,
He
what do you
says,
say?
I will not caution you again.
And then we go.
And then...
Okay. Love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
So, can someone... Also these bar numbers and the score. Yeah, so we'll start at 89, and you'll tell us you'll give us the dialogue, and then we'll go at 89.
And then it's just 2 measures before you come in.
And it's 2 measures before. Now listen to me closely. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, great. So you got a little, yeah, you got a little.
I feel like I have the best seat in the house right now.
So.
Actually, why don't you and then the men? That way you can do the cutoff.
Hang on, I'm like, oh wait, I'm sorry.
That way you can do your
Here we go.
cutoff in your line. So Nathan, you can do 72.
72.
I'm going to do my and then the man.
Can someone play a D, please?
Oh, it's on me.
On you.
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. jubilations, we can hear a grateful nation's cheer.
I will not caution you again. Now listen to me closely, I'll endeavor to explain what separates a charlatan from a Charlemagne.
1 second. One more bar.
It's two, but it's
a slow,
two between
yeah.
two measures.
Doom, da, 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 good, and 2 seconds. Yeah, I'll give you a big, yep.
Manna from heaven.
Okay.
Thanks.
89. So,
is that the same
yeah. If you don't mind giving us that line again.
I don't. I would love
Okay.
to. Thank you.
Great. So 89.
Thank you for letting me give you the line.
From the same spot?
From the mark,
No, from the spoken line, right before the big 2-bar lead-in. Yeah.
Pippin! I will not caution you again. Now listen to me closely, I'll endeavor to explain what separates a charlatan from a Charlemagne. A rule confessed by generals, illustrious and various, but pompous as a Pompey and daring as a Darius. A simple rule that every good man knows by heart. It's smarter to be lucky than it's lucky to be smart. And if the fates feel frivolous and all our plans they smother, well, suppose this war does shrivel us, there'll always be another. And then, and gentlemen, and then.
I'm going to stop us here. I think we should do that again, but that was a nice pass through. Yeah, pretty good.
So you were fine. We just had it's hard to.
Yeah, it's a kind of it's a complicated thing to really respond with an ensemble this big, to and you're amazing and you're all amazing. We just have to get used to it. Yeah. Oh, thank you. The amazingness is all around.
I think there's just only one clamato in the brass, like in '98, maybe.
Oh, what?
We did a clamato slam.
Are you doing footballs and if the face feel frivolous? I mean.
I haven't been cutting them off, but we could. I think I should. Yeah. If the fates feel frivolous, there'll always be another. And band. Let's just try it. Let's just try it again.
Is this the 5/4 measure?
Are you in 8 notes?
Let's. The cut. Yeah, I'm giving a 1 and 2 off. A 1 and 2 off. Well said. Yeah.
What happened to 5?
5 is just the pickup. So let's not think too technically about the 5 in this point. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So we come in there quicker than we think we did.
Yeah. So where we're coming in, I wish I could use better. We go, and if the fates are frivolous, beat 3, and all our plans they smother.
And then it's right to the 1 basically.
And then now we're to the 1. Well, suppose the war, yes.
That's what we do.
That's what's going on. Yeah. Let's go a little before.
Ensemble is prepped to go.
Band, let's take it from bar 89. So this is the big 2 bars into. Now listen to me closely. Yeah, and we'll just play.
One, just going forward just for a second. When I go, and gentlemen, and then I go, and I point to him, and then I go, now, gentlemen, now. That's your pickup, right, to start? And then the men go marching. Is that correct? You're not. Are you waiting on the? In other words, you're waiting on.
Actually,
now,
I don't
gentlemen,
have
now.
any of that written in here, so.
Soft shoe. It's ready now, gentlemen, now. And then it's 103. Ba, 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 ba.
Now, gentlemen, now got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay, band, bar 89.
89 is a 2 intro.
Oh, we're starting at the top. Okay, thank you.
Right before, now listen to me closely. I'll endeavor to explain. All right, 89, and.
Now listen to me closely, I'll endeavor to explain what separates a charlatan from a Charlemagne. A rule confessed by generals, illustrious and various, the pompous as a Pompey, a daring as a Darius, a simple rule that every good man knows by heart. It's smarter to be lucky than it's lucky to be smart. And if the fates feel frivolous and all our plans they smother, well, suppose this war does shrivel us, there'll always be another. And then, and gentlemen, and then. Now, Pippin, now!
And then the men go marching out into the fray, conquering the enemy and carrying the day. Hark, the blood is pounding in our ears. Jubilations, we can hear a grateful nations.
So this is the number that has not been rehearsed with the orchestra, and it's also one of the harder numbers. So it'll be quote-unquote fun. So Darius, we're going to try Glory. My backup singers are doing this. And before we go into the dance, I'm going to have Lainey Second come up and chit-chat. Hi, Maria Didia. It's so good to see you.
I'm like listening to y'all.
So we're going to siren this Glory.
Yeah, which we didn't rehearse, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. It's gonna be great. So let's see. We have a one.
Yes, honey.
So, do we have some cuts in here? I don't think so. Okay. Nothing yet. I don't think we have a lot of. I don't think so. Are we doing like battle? No.
Are you doing that now? I don't know. At the very, very.
Oh, wait, the crazy things? We don't do that. We can start right on that.
Barbarous and bloody. Right?
Yeah.
Just do what it says. Where is that?
I know.
Find it.
It's part two, Glory part two.
Okay.
The power! And then we'll talk about the
Okay.
and then maybe I'll...
Yeah, I mean, there's piano, there's like some key two stuff, but that's... Piano's the drive. Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh, wait, Darius the Haas, have you ever played this role, the leading player?
I played it more than 30 years ago when I was a child.
Really?
Yes, and I don't remember shit. So this is going to be very, very interesting.
Yeah, we haven't rehearsed this yet.
When I didn't wear glasses, exactly. Oh my God. It's very exciting. It's very exciting.
But 9/8 is quite long, so I mean, I don't know if you play this whole solo.
Yeah, that's the dance intro. So let's stop before that.
Yeah.
We're going to have Lainey chit-chat, and then we're going to sight read 9. We'll sight read 9. And then part 3 is after that. And then it'll be 5 o'clock. No, it'll be 5.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see what the hell happens. All these flats, it's so neat. Okay.
want to do that? Sure, why not?
Let's have a measure, which is measure
That's
one.
measure Yeah.
So that's 4 before you sing Glory.
All right. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
Glory, 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 glory. Praise be to Charles our Lord. Triumphant is his sword. Allegiance is his word. Glory, 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 glory.
I think we could just take another pass through that. Thank you so much.
You think?
How about Darius's voice? Come on, man. The hell?
So orchestras.
And it goes right into blood.
Couple things.
It's different than on the album.
We just want to like sit back a little bit in that pocket there.
Scary stuff, man.
Yeah, we're starting.
Come on, Terrence Mann and Charlemagne.
When we get to these big glories, bar 5, for example, glory, glory, ba ba bum. So it's we come on the and, right? So ba ba bum, yeah, and we'll feel it fat. Ba ba bum, okay?
There's no cutoff, right?
No cutoff. We could do one, but
No,
I
I'm
think
just curious. It's so weird to only have a violin part, not two though.
Oh yeah.
It's so hard for instrumentalists. I mean, I totally get it. It's like when you don't know.
You
what
don't
it
have
is.
the context.
Yeah.
Well, at least when you're reading it for the first time. Yeah. Yeah. Good practice. So bar 1, we'll start again.
Thank you, Julia.
2, ready? I think we can get this a little tighter. Yeah. I think we can do it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Glory, 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 glory. Praise be to Charles our Lord. Triumphant is his sword. Allegiance is his word. Glory, 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 glory. Blood, blood, blood is red as sunset. Blood is warmer than wine, warmer than wine. The taste of salty summer brine. Steel, steel, steel is cold as moonlight. Steel is sharper than sight, sharper than sight. The touch of bitter winter white. Shout it out from the highest tower.
shout it out. In the darkest hour, Charlemagne, you lead us all to power. War is strict as Jesus. War, it's finer than spring. Service to Christ and to our King. Shout it out from the highest tower. Shout it out in the darkest hour. Charlemagne, you lead us all to power.
So I'm going to call to the stage someone who's an amazing Fosse dancer, and I'm really close pals with her husband, Alex Sanchez. Please welcome Lainey Sakakura. Hi,
Lainey Sakakura.
I wanted Lainey to talk about the choreography because, you know, when we play classical music, it's really just kind of about the music. And when we're playing an orchestra on Broadway, everything is really cohesive. And the choreography and the dancer are connected to the orchestra. So I want you to talk about the quote-unquote Manson trio, but also the Fosse choreography relating to the orchestra.
Hi, well, basically, my chance to really hear the full orchestrations, the full music is right here at the Sitzprobe. So it's really tough because we're choreographing to mostly piano, maybe drums if we're lucky, and that's it. And then here is just incredibly informative. And then I go back and then take another pass at all the choreography. And so this is the most amazing part. And then even like in moments of in Sitzprobe, we can't help but move around and stand up. And so like we do Sitzprobe with Chita Rivera. She's standing, she's dancing full out. We can't stop, we can't help but move because it's our one chance to do it before we're in the theater. So yeah. Anything else you want to hear?
Talk about like why is this Manson trio? Why was it such a big deal in this show? This Manson trio, and why is it called the Manson trio?
Manson trio, yeah, it's named after Charles Manson, the serial murderer, but more than that he just killed people, is Bob Fosse's kind of fascination with the fact that he had the cult and that he can control people. So Manson trio is so interesting right here during the war ballet or anti-war ballet because it's the juxtaposition between this sort of like smiley, you know, kind of like cheerful, it's very vaudevillian, you know, this trio that's happening, and behind all these different places are killings. So it's murder and mayhem and stabbings and things, and right in the middle is this very cheerful little trio, and where it's Manson and his followers with the two dancers behind, and they're just smiling about it. So yeah.
And let me say one more thing. Just Pippin's basically about like a cult and trying to convince Pippin to take his own life. And those of us that are old enough remember in the 70s, they would show this number. It was really the first commercial for Broadway that had a scene from a Broadway show. So they would show part of the Manson trio, and then they're like, you've just seen 1 minute from Pippin. To see the other 89 minutes, call 212 and go to. So it was a really big, this number was so big in my head back in the 70s. So I thought we'd sight read it, and then Lainey could sort of maybe just, do your own version of what the hell happens during it.
Yeah, okay, so just to clarify, I'm gonna move this over. Just to clarify, I get a call at 8 p.m. last night saying, hey, Lainey, you wanna dance through Manson trio? Charlotte didn't want to, Stephanie didn't want to, so I'm the last prominent. I'm like, there's a reason. There's a reason we don't just get up, the next day and suddenly do a number you haven't done in 25 years. So,
she said yes anyway.
I'm just gonna walk through it kind of the way we would do it in a Sitzprobe, okay? Yeah. So let's not keep our expectations low.
Yeah. Let's go. Do you want me to conduct you, or do you want to just take it free? Okay. Okay. What?
Piano, bass, and drums.
This is 9.
Oh yeah. What tempo should we take on this one? Yeah.
Oh, can we do the original tempo because it's a little bit brisker than the revival version?
Yeah.
So I just want to ask, so one more question. You know, Fosse was so meticulous, I know. How do you be that meticulous just for performers watching this, but also bring your own sassafras to it?
I think something to think about is, particularly with Fosse, you know, the specificity, the nuance, the shading, you know, with everything. You have to stay within those lines. So you can't just like do your own thing. But every step is motivated by the story. There's a reason behind every step. And because you know the intention so specifically, and he's so musical, every single accent, there's a reason for it. All of the orchestrations, all these things were laid in with so much specificity, because back then, we had so much time to rehearse. We had so much time to build. We had time with the musicians. We had time with the composer. So it was a different ball game back then. So I was very lucky because I worked on Fosse. You know, I was a dance reconstructor, dance captain. And we had the biggest, longest pre-production, multiple workshop, most expensive since Drum Robin's Broadway, because it was meticulous. And we had a drummer in every day of our rehearsal, you know, percussionists pulling every bit out every single moment. So that's the thing. And so what happens is, yeah, we have our own personality, yeah, we have our own sass, but it's so clear what those lines are in the same way you read music. It's just as specific, but you bring your own self, your own spirit, your artistry, your, you know, your energy, your passion, same thing.
How can we have these artists volunteering to get their brilliance? Thank you so much, Charlemagne. Thank you so much. Sari, thank you for citing that. Thank you, Darius. The number's not over, dear. Glory Part 3, ASAP.
Oh, Part 3, we're not done. So, I think we should just start at the blues right out, maybe?
Yes. Right before you say so.
And then we have a repeat around 2:13 and 2:14.
It does repeat.
Do we?
Yeah, there's two different verses. They go.
Oh, I see. Okay. So everyone just take note of that 2:13, 2:14, two times.
Tell everybody what 231 is, because like I told you.
Hey, Seth and Julie, if you just use the mic.
Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Tell them what the 231, that new tempo.
Oh, yeah. Right, so we're just finished the big, like, blues pullback, right? So we finished that up at 2:30.
Well, 221 is even also, there's another weird thing. Ba-bum, bum, yeah, that too. And 221, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we go to the glory, glory. Glory, glory. Glory, yeah.
Listen to.
A fast two. Do we want to just, let's play that tempo once now, even before we do the first part, just to kind of feel what that is.
The 231?
So this is 231. Yeah. All right. We got it. Okay, so this is bar 212, top of the blues ride out.
You want the line?
What
You
is
ain't
the
seen
line?
nothing yet? Come on, here's your
What is it?
It says, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Swung, basically, but we'll be mindful and we'll figure it out. Okay?
All right, here we go.
I ain't seen nothing yet. The gates of heaven awaits. Roll by my torrents of praise. Be following through my service state. Glory, glory.
reading. Could we just do the end one more time? I think we can get this tighter. Orchestra, looking at bar 219, getting into this 221 glory section. Yeah? Actually, let's do the top of it. Let's read it down one more time. I think we just get a little tighter now that we know what it is. So bar 212. And would you like to tell us that line one more time? Okay.
I ain't seen nothing yet.
Moving on. Thank you.
Thank you.
You want to do, yeah. Do you want to do, maybe you want to, okay. Want to take a bathroom break here? Yeah, great. All right, we're going to take a 10-minute bathroom break. 5 minute. Be back in 5 minutes. All right. Yeah.
Okay, hi, sis. All right, guys, come on back, come on back. So orchestra back. Hi.
Hi.
What's your name, dear?
I'm Cameron. Cameron Mia.
Mia. Yeah. Okay, great. I'll introduce you. So Ashley, go plant it. I'm going to be on the piano for this. Okay, everyone sit the hell down. Do you guys need to tune again, or are we okay? No, we're going to tune. Okay, we're going to tune. Okay, keyboard section, keep it down for 1 second. We're going to tune it. Tune it. Oh, we haven't finished one. The hell was that A?
Talk through them first. And then there's one more thing. Yeah, we'll talk through them.
Yeah, we do nothing at all.
In this case, we'll listen to the keyboard because the winds, they have so many instruments, they can't keep every single one of them.
Hi everyone. So we've had Julie conducting, but we have people that are part of Maestra and MUSE get to conduct as well. So we have Cameron Mia, am I correct? So, those of us that are conductors, it's like we don't really ever get to practice. We just practice with our records at home. So what's it like getting into Delicious Orchestra to practice with?
Oh, it's fantastic. Like you said, most of the time it's conducting from a keyboard, which is a completely different skill, and let alone with a fantastic sized orchestra. Please give another hand for this amazing orchestra. They're sight reading half this music, but you couldn't even tell from their amazing playing. But it's a great experience, and it's the only way you can get better as a conductor, actually, is to conduct.
And do you play an instrument?
I do. I play keyboard. Yeah.
So do I. Just saying. Okay, so I'm going to bring up someone who first did her first Broadway show here at Lincoln Center, Tony Award winner. Then she starred in Pippin, Tony Award winner. Please welcome the amazing Andrea Martin. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
This totally reminds me of, it was 1970, and I was in Toronto, and they were auditioning for Godspell, the Canadian version of Godspell, and we were all in the audience. Gilda Radner, Marty Short, Eugene Levy, Paul Schaefer was the musical director, and we were in the audience just like this, and then we were called up, and it's kind of terrifying, just like it is right now. Anyway, really, I don't think I've ever been in this kind of setup where you're coming up from the audience and you're performing.
I think it makes it more casual and fun, no?
Sure it does.
Okay, so Cameron's going to talk to you. You don't have to worry, but there's just some sort of cuts in your version. So you want to talk to the orchestra about the cuts?
Yeah, and
kids that are singing with me.
Oh yeah, men, my ensemble men come on stage. And ladies too, you sing at the end. Okay, get it.
Don't think I'm singing that last note alone.
I warned them,
That ain't happening.
fantastic. Andrea, we're just gonna clear up the
I did
cuts.
the last note. Hi.
Hi, Cameron. Great to meet you.
Hi.
I'll be following you, but
What happened to the other conductor? Wow.
yeah.
I'm like, am I halfway going to be? Is
it's gonna be
is
great.
the beautiful person who did the Bob Fosse thing going to replace me?
Yes. All right, so we're looking at 13, no time at all. And we're just gonna align the cuts that you already know we're singing.
Okay.
So we'll just make sure they're the same. So from the top we follow, but the first cut comes measure 35. That's what a vamp is. We're just cutting those measures of vamp, right? So it'll go 35 and 36. So we have 33, 34, then straight to 37. Yeah? One bar lead in to the key change. Beautiful. Our next cut is going to be looking at measure 53. We're just going to cut beat 4 stuff. So it'll be, and we're going to add a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Andrea, do you want to work through that section? The first time you say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Which is
After maybe it's meant the hours I've spent feeling broken and bent and unwell. That's measure 46.
We have it.
Oh, great. Different one.
There, broken and bent and well, but there's still no cure more. Heaven sent as a chance to raise. You say everybody or 1, 2, 3, 4?
As a chance to raise some hell. Everybody. No, I do say everybody.
Oh, so it's actually not a 1, 2, 3, 4, just to pick up.
Fantastic.
So it's Ramada, everybody go. So everybody's like a 1. Everybody up.
Great.
It's 4.
Yes. It'll be a 4. So we'll still cut the stuff that's on beat 4 there. But it'll be everybody. Yeah, everybody. 54.
Translation?
Yes. It's the same, actually, should be everybody else. If you have a rest on beat 4, measure 53, it should just be a fermata over beats 3 and 4. Does that make sense? So here's 52, 2, 3, 4, 53, 2 fermata, everybody, 50, 54. Everybody, 54. Yeah, great. Great. And you want it out after beat 3. Okay, 67. We'll just hold it, because it's short, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Do a 67 more. So and then the hold is good. We can go
The hold is good. Hold is good in 53.
She's going to pick that up with the 1, 2, 3, 4 after 67 more as well.
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Sorry, where is that?
Before the final one, where we have a real big cut. You know, where there's it's time to keep living.
Yes.
That giant, where we go like 2 measures. It's after 67 more.
Yes, 67 more than what?
And then it goes, so we go, sorry. She goes, 60, so measure 132, 133, a 1, 2, 3, down to 138.
Great.
So we cut all the way 138.
Great. More straight to 138. Is there a key change?
Oh, well, not really. I mean, it's like, it's a, well, no, it's just 67. It's on the G chord. 1, 2, 3. Oh. You do the fermata on the 3rd beat on that G chord, and then it just goes that E major. I know it's E major.
Yeah,
it's
great.
just the
So
song.
we cut bar 134.
Yes. So looking at
going to playing 138.
When you are as
So,
old as I,
looking
my
at bar
dear,
133.
and I hope that you
1,
Okay.
2, fermata beat 3, and then cut
Oh my God.
downbeat 138.
Right. So go 1, 2, 3, 1,
Help the
3.
chant. You will woefully wonder why, my tear.
Trying.
Through your
Trying to emulate
cataracts
Julie's
and
energy.
catarrh,
Learn it.
you could
Learn it.
squander it. How old are you? How old are you? Are you a young?
Yes, yes, yes. That's 89. Drums. Bar 89, the vocal there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're cutting bars, beats 1 and 2. So they'll go 1, 2, da 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 da, 8, 9. Yeah, of course. So one more time in bar 89, you'll hear vocal 1, 2, 3, 4, bar 9. Yeah? Fantastic.
You sure you don't mind?
Let's rehearse this big cut that we made here at 134. So we're going to start. Let's see if we can start. These measure numbers are insanely small. That's great.
Oh, okay, great. Okay.
Great. Yeah, to get the vocal, yeah. Let's start 126. Ensemble, we're gonna start 126. And the cut ensemble as well. 134, 135, those vocals are cut.
We rehearsed.
Okay, great. Okay, great. Beautiful. Ensemble knows more than me. Beautiful. Great, so here's 126, yeah? You want to do a vocal? Yes. Sure, great. This is,
Actually, no, we'll save it.
okay.
We'll just listen.
Okay. This is the cut, and you'll hear. Okay, here.
What are we doing, honey?
126.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3. Great, so we're adding a fermata, beat 3 of 133. More in the clear. Great. More, get out of the way.
And that's just 1,
2, 3, 4, 138. Yeah, great. Let's just do 132. 132, this is the rallentando, yeah? 67. 1, 2, 3, 6. Beautiful, great. And that is similar to this situation before, where we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, great, we'll catch that. That's same as 90. Great. Yeah. Beautiful. Any questions? All clear? Just mostly cuts. Bam, cut. Awesome. Great. And for this beginning, do you just want to take it together? Yes. It'll just be piano. Yeah. Great. No pressure. This is no time at all. Thank you.
So Pippin's on stage with his grandmother. That's why Nathan is standing.
Hard work. Very hard work.
Andrea, do you want to hold it?
Orchestral will follow them, and I'll
Because
get us
now
into
that I've asked him to be up here, I think I have to hold it. Is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's weird to have a mic. Okay. Oh my goodness. When you are as old as I, my dear, and I hope that you never are, you will woefully wonder why, my dear, through your cataracts and catarrh, you could squander away or sequester a drop of a precious year. For when your best days are yester, the rest are twice as dear. What good is a field on a fine summer night if you sit all alone with the weeds? Or a succulent pear if with each juicy bite you spit out your teeth with the seeds? Before it's too late, stop trying to wait for fortune and fate you're secure of. For there's one thing to be sure of, mate. There's nothing to be sure of. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to take a little from the war we're given. Time to take time, 'cause spring will turn to fall in just no time at all. Now, I've never wondered if I was afraid when there was a challenge to take. And I never thought about how much I weighed when there was still one piece of cake. Maybe it's meant the hours I've spent feeling broken and bent and unwell, but there's still no cure so heaven sent as the chance to raise some hell. Everybody, oh, it's time to start living, time to take a little from the world happen.
But I think that hold on. I insisted she do the other lyrics. You're right, Andrea.
Well, I know I'm right. I did it for a year on Broadway.
Okay, audience. Okay. Don't turn on me.
But you know what? But I don't fight with
You know what? I'm gonna just sing. Because there's so many different effing printed scores of this. There's the original, and then the rival, and then this combination. So do that, and we're gonna just. I think it's gonna just still beat out correctly.
Okay. So I'm gonna do what?
So do whatever the hell you just sang, because I think it's actually.
What you gave me.
It goes
Okay.
melodically.
Are
I
you
just
still
don't.
okay, Nathan?
Right?
Oh
I thought
my
these
God.
were
Okay.
these back.
Now where's those? From
Yeah.
there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So hold on. Why do I have this mic? Hold on. Putting this back. Thank you. By the way, in the middle of this number, Andrea flew in an effing trapeze above the stage. So first of all, Andrea, whose idea was it to fly in a trapeze above the stage? Yours. She literally thought of the idea. Second of all, what kind of padding was on the stage while you were flying?
I don't think there was anything.
There was not.
No, that's a desperate lady for attention. That's like, if I'm gonna do this, give me a trapeze, because, no, because it was a circus theme show, and I thought that, okay. Now, when, what is it?
Great, let's start, write a measure 64, please.
What does 64 mean?
Yeah, what's the...
Oh, that's how old I was when I did it. That's what I thought you were. That's what I thought. Don't be adding numbers now. Don't even be thinking. Why did I have to say that? Now, when the Drearies do attack? Okay. Now, when the Drearies do attack and the siege of the Sads begins, I throw these regal shoulders back and lift these noble chins. Give me a man who is handsome and strong, someone who's stalwart and steady. And give me a night that's romantic and long, then give me a month to get ready. Now I can waylay some aging roue and persuade him to play in some cranny. But it's hard to believe I'm being led astray by a man who calls me Granny. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to take a little from the whirlwind. Time to take time. The spring will turn to fall. It's just no time at all. Sing. It's time to start living. Time to take a little from the world we're given. Time to take time. For spring will turn to fall. It's just no
time at all.
Sages tweet that age is sweet, good deeds and good work earn you laurels. But what could make you feel more obsolete than being noted for your morals? Here is a secret I never have told. Maybe you'll understand why. I believe if I refuse to grow old, I can stay young till I die.
Let's make that. I like that. Let's make 124 and 125 almost like a fermata, downbeat. So and then fermata. And then
Now I've known the fears.
I would still keep it out of tempo if we can. So let's kind of just basically do downbeats from there on.
Great.
Until we get into that fermata that we go to.
Great, so orchestra, looking at measure 125, we're gonna hold on beat 1. And then for the next few measures after that, we're also gonna continue on beat 1.
Just chord changes, basically.
Yeah, so 125 from beat 1, 126, beat 1, 127, 128, 129. Then when do we get back into moving?
But when it moves, like 126, like we'll still do the chord changes, just basically change the other chord.
Yeah.
So feel it in two.
Great.
So I would just, yeah. Like, whenever you change, like, we're going to change on the half notes ending them. And I think for drums, you know, he could give you some
Understand why I believe that
no
I
rhythm.
refuse to
Yeah.
grow. I can
So
stay young.
rather than fermatas, it's 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and then is that all the way through to 60 more? I'll take that as a yes. So, yeah.
Am I starting from Sage's Tweet?
When we get back to it.
Okay, okay, yeah.
They're going to get back into rhythm after that.
So 1:30, because we have that bomb.
Yeah, we'll do
We
that.
have, we need some.
Yeah, something there.
You just kind of
Unless you
follow,
want- unless you
follow the vocal. You'll hear it.
Great. And then,
You can still do that, and I think just like knowing that we're going to be a little out of time on it.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we need,
Great. I'll speak out measures too as we get through it. Let's just try it right at that section.
Would you 118?
Yeah. Great. Let's do that. Here's 118. Still in the groove. We get beats 1 and 3 starting at.
Nathan's a good sport. Sorry.
1 and 3 start at 126. Yeah. 125 is a 1. So 125.
But 122 is really out of time. 122.
Oh.
There is a secret I know who told me.
Great. Cool.
And then we go kind of more movement.
Great. So actually 122, starting 122, those are 1s. So 122, 123, 124. That's I believe.
Here is a secret from there. Okay, yeah.
Great. But that's in the groove, right? Great.
That is in the group, yeah.
Cool. Just follow me. We'll figure it out. I'll shout it out. You guys are awesome. Okay. Here we go. Here's 118. Yeah?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Here is a secret I never have told. Maybe you'll understand why. I believe if I refuse to grow old, I can stay young till I die. Now I've known the fears of 66 years. I've had troubles and tears by the score. But the only thing I'd trade them for is 67 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's time to start living. Time to keep living in the world we're given. You are my time, so I'll throw off my shawl. And watching your freaks be flung all over makes me feel young all over in just no time. And
How about how relaxed Cameron was going with all these changes? So I want to just bring one more person to the microphone. So I run this thing called the Jewish Broadway Alliance, and I was at this thing called, thank you, the Broadway Seder. And in the middle of it, someone got up to speak, and he made such a great speech about how, basically how important it was for him to be there, and how he always dreamed about being on Broadway, how incredible it was for him to have that dream come true back in the 70s when he was in the original orchestra of Pippin. And he's actually here today to be a mentor. Larry, would you stand up and come to us? I flipped out. Larry, come talk for a second. This is Larry Hochberg. So Larry, would you just tell our orchestra members who are learning, like, what was it like to play, first of all, back in the day when there really weren't mics, and what was sort of the groove that they were telling you to do? Because you were the...
Actually, it was one of the first...
Use this.
It was one of the first shows that did have a sound system, but the only area mics. There were no body mics.
Right, it was like floor.
And it was one of the first shows that the pit was mostly covered over. I remember that they cut a hole in the stage so that the harp could have room to be. We could see the conductor, and he could see the stage, but we couldn't see the stage. So it was open, but, you know, like half covered.
What did it feel like playing such modern music?
What we didn't have was, we didn't have iPads. Can you imagine? we didn't have iPhone. We had phones with wires to the wall. We had cars. We had fire. We didn't have the wheel yet, but the wheel was being developed. It had 3 sides, and then we had. I didn't yet have a cassette machine. I knew someone that had a cassette. So basically, I learned this. There was an extra copy of the piano book, and I could borrow it. It was in Eddie Strauss's locker, and I could take it home even. Nobody had a copy machine, and you couldn't record the performance. So I sat next to him, you know, like 4 times, and otherwise learned the book at home, and got to work with Eddie Strauss, great pianist, original pianist, and dear friend, and also another friend, the conductor, which is how I got the chance to play at age 8. I met the conductor because he was a friend of my teacher at Manhattan School of Music. And they needed a sub just then, which was unbelievable. So what was I getting to? I had one rehearsal with Renee, who was breaking in a new drummer. So Renee had me come and play piano, and Eddie Strauss was there. So I got to actually have a kind of a put-in, if you will. And
yeah, I think it's important for the musicians to know, because I began as a sub too. And when you're an understudy on Broadway, which by the way you have also been, when you're an understudy, you do full understudy run-throughs with the cast. When you're a sub, you practice in your house, and the first time you ever play with the orchestra is literally during a performance. And you don't have a contract. So if you make a mistake, they can't go like, well, we hired the wrong person. I guess we'll be stuck with them. You're just never asked back again. So the pressure is crazy high. I guess you were asked back.
Well, you know, people have asked me, you know, don't you have to have a lucky break? Is it about talent, or is it about a lucky break? And what I realized, only having lived it, is that, yes, you need a lucky break, but when you get your break, you better be ready. You can't learn on the job.
Which is why they're all doing the Sitzprobe. Thank you for signing up and learning. And thank you for mentoring, Larry. So teach these clowns how it's done. What would you like to do next, my dear? You want to do Sis? What do you want to do? Okay, let's bring up to the stage our other leading player, Sis the Doll. Come on up, Sis. As soon as I announced I was doing Pippin, Sis texted me, and she was like, I have to sing Simple Joys. And I was like, you're in. Simple Joys. Do you want me to play piano for this? Yeah, I'm going to play piano for this for funsies. Son of a... You guys are hot. Oh, yeah. What number is it? 12. Number 12.
Yeah, it's just tricky when you get to the...
Yeah, we have to run this. Yeah. You should hold your mics. Okay.
Okay. Let's give this a try. Oh, 1, 2.
Well, I'll sing you the story of a sorrowful lad. He had everything he wanted, didn't want what he had. He had a wealth and wealth and name and fame and all of that noise, but he didn't have none of those simple joys. His life seemed purposeless and flat. Aren't you glad you don't feel like that? So he ran from all the deeds he done. He ran from things he just begun. He ran from himself, which is mighty far to run. Out into the country where he played as a boy. He knew he had to find him some simple joys. He wanted some place for man green. We all could use a change of scene. Hey, sweet summer evenings, hot wine and bread, sharing your supper, sharing your bed. Simple joys have a simple voice. It says, why not go ahead? And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea or a crab on a slab at the bottom of the sea than a man who'll never know how to be free, not till he's cold and dead? Sweet summer evenings, so full of sound, gaining a lover, gaining a pound. Simple choice has a simple voice. It says, take a look around. And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea, a crab on a slab at the bottom of the sea, a newt on the roots of a banyan tree, than a man who never knows how to be free, not till he's underground? Sweet summer evenings, sapphire skies, feasting her belly, feasting her eyes. Simple joys have a simple voice. It says time is living's price. And wouldn't you rather be a left-handed flea, a crab on a slab at the bottom of the sea, a newt on the roots of a banyan tree, a fig on a twig in Galilee, than a man who never knows how to be free, not till the day, not till the day, not till the day, not till the day he dies. Na 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 It was so slow. I was like ready for newt on the roots of a bag and we're gonna take that. I was ready for that.
Just so everyone knows, that's actually a deceptively tricky tune for everyone. Playing, singing.
I'm like, what?
There's some really tricky metric stuff going on at the end there. Well done.
Well done, everybody. So this one we have to do in the, I think it's in a different key, right?
Yeah, and we did practice that this morning.
Wow, good for you. And I'm going to just show you the ending.
So this is big number 17, Spread a Little Sunshine.
There's a little change at the end. Number 17. Okay. You had that giant cut that I gave you, right? Yeah. In Spread a Little Sunshine, it's like a giant cut.
I don't know.
Where's my iPad? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what the cut is. It goes right to the end. Number 17, huh? There it is. Okay. So. So the big cut is.
Okay, y'all, orchestra, let's look at these cuts. So the first cut that we did this morning is just a little bit different. So say that one more time for me.
So bent to measure 89, whirl, 89 to 111.
Okay. You didn't hear that cut. We play 89, and then we play 111.
No.
Okay.
89 to 111 was the first cut, and the next one's the big one, 146 to 265.
So we play bar 146, and then we cut to 265.
Yeah, and then at the very end, there's one more little cut. Oh yeah, it's a big cut.
And then band, this is one of those things, and I didn't tell you this either. This is one of those very Broadway things where it's quote unquote cut from any bar. So let me first talk you through this. You play 281, 282. We're cutting 283 and 284. So we're cutting that vamp totally. You cut 283, 284, and then 285 and 286 is a vamp. That's going to be a vamp. And then it's one of those cut from any bar, because Charlotte's going to say, I'm an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all of you ordinary housewives and mothers out there. And as soon as she finishes that, we go right to the downbeat of 287. So it's like wherever you are, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it may be from 286 to 287, or from 285 to 2, because it's pretty quick.
Vamp out any bar.
Yeah, just like all of you ordinary housewives and mothers out there. Bam! And then, if we can someone play like, because we're a step down now. What are we? We're in E flat. We're in E flat major. So, C minor, fancy. Trumpets, can you maybe give me that? So it would be, what is that? F, G. Oh, but it's also concert F. So who's my trumpet? Where's my trumpet? Oh, can you give me on the concert F, but up the octave in measure 287? So it's F, G, A flat concert. F, G, A flat, G, F, E flat. So after, right on that cut. So it begins on an F, and it's on the end of one. So what is that? What note is that for you? A G? So it'd be G, A, B flat, A, G, F, G, A, B flat, A, G, F, whomp. You're getting a splitting headache from it? You're getting a splitting headache from it? So many cuts. No, I don't blame you. I better see that bank. Big guy. We'll see. So this is Charlotte Amboise, who played Fastrada on Broadway, and she did my favorite ending ever.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll do it. And also for our audience to know, I think it's interesting to know that the band is sight transposing this on the spot. Yeah. And we ran it this morning. Went pretty good. Okay, and we are, we're going to start as a reminder at bar 18, so we'll just give you, Charlotte, there's about a 4-bar intro.
Yeah, just grab one. Well,
Okay. No, this is the one I want to use. So
I think all the mics are on. Yeah,
Okay.
just make sure you see.
Okay, Seth.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Okay. All right, well, here we go. Let's take that again, yeah. Sorry, I forgot you all were playing.
It's a bold choice.
Back in my younger days. Start again.
Let's do it, yeah. Can we start right on your
Okay.
vocal? Yeah.
Do it one more time.
From the top.
Back in my things were going wrong, I might sulk, I might pout. Now I learned if I just pitch in and do what's right, things will always work out. And if we all could...
You gotta watch me there. That's our, we have a bit of a row.
Valentano and transposing. It's fun.
Yeah, fun times. But it's going great. Let's take it one more time from the top, okay? And let's see if we can listen a little better to each other on this intro and really just line up and breathe together, okay?
Back in my younger days, if things were going wrong, I might sulk, I might pout. Now I learned if I just pitch in and do what's right, things will always work out. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could light a little fire, we all would be a little closer to our heart's desire. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and Lord knows we've seen enough troubles already. We've had our fill of gray skies. So put down the vinegar, take up the honey jar. You'll catch many more flies. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could think before we strike, we all would be a little closer to the world we like.
Big cut here, yeah. We good to go
Dialogue,
right
dialogue cut, dialogue cut.
Let's start right there, downbeat of 111. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, you know what's happening? We have harp that's giving us rhythm, and we don't have a harp player. Can I ask one of you whoever has the piano conductor, can you play that harp line for me there? Amazing. And no big deal. Let's go right on it. 1, 2, 3.
I know the parables told in the holy book I keep close on my shelf. God's wisdom teaches me when I help others, I'm really helping myself. And if we all could spread a little sunshine, all could lend a helping hand, we all would be a little closer.
Big field change here. Let's rehearse this field change. Thank you, Charlotte. Let's rehearse how this feels. So 8 bars before that, at bar 141, just band once. Yeah. We'll rehearse this. So 141, 2, 3. Let's feel that right on the downbeat of 265. 1, 2, 3, 4. it at 265?
Wait, but that's okay.
What's a...
Dun, 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 dun. It's like much faster, all of it. Yeah, everything.
Let's try that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2, 1.
Well, I don't even know where we are. We have the Jews. After all, I'm just an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all you housewives, mothers out there.
There's a little trumpet thing, a sassafras trumpet thing, and then you say your line.
Okay.
So wait for the trumpet to sassafras, and then you come with your line. And then,
It's going well.
then we do that.
Hey, Beth. Can we play that? So I know we're new tempo, and also I forgot for a second we're all transposing, so I'll just acknowledge that one more time. But let's do 265 one more time, just see if we can tighten that up a little bit rhythmically. Okay? 2, 3,
To the promised land.
trombone, 277.
So I'll tell you when you come in.
Okay.
2, ready, and one more time. 1, 2, ready, and. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Okay, cool. Shall we
I'll cue
go
you
back?
for the dudes and I'll cue you for your line.
Okay.
I'm tacit on the violin. You want to do the crazy transition? You want to just start on the
I don't know, man. I feel like we could try the crazy transition once.
Sure.
I think we can nail it.
So, you want to go from there?
Where? Okay. And then this is the final one.
The last one.
Okay.
Was the final and if
Okay.
So that would be picking up into bar 135.
C, you have a C. No, C.
High one. So here's right on the downbeat of 134, okay? 134, right on when she's singing. And if we... Oh, 1,
Okay.
2,
And all could spread a little sunshine, all could lend a helping hand. We all would be a little closer. To the promised land. After all, I'm just an ordinary housewife and mother, just like all you housewives and mothers out there.
Yes, please. Did it. How amazing is that?
Sure.
Let's do the finale.
Great.
Let's do so. Singers, my backup singers, Darius and Autumn and Zach. We're gonna do the finale, and then we're gonna do Ordinary Woman, and then we're gonna do Morning Glow.
There's one repeat that's cut.
Hello.
Like 112.
Yeah, they're jumping to the.
No, that's there. That's there. That repeat is there. The repeat that's cut is 134 and 135. We could just go. No, I don't think we don't need it. And the same thing for 153, 154.
Actually, I think he should be in the middle. Yeah, can we put
Oh, that's a good question. Twice. You know what? This is what I want. Sorry. 151 and 152 twice, 153 and 154 twice. We'll make it actually not a vamp. Yeah. 151, 2 twice, 152.
Yeah, everyone just have a look. Bar 151. 151 and 152, where it says 3 times. We're going to do 2 times through. Same thing. And the vamp after that, 2 times.
151 and 152 is twice, 153 and 154 is twice. Okay. But it's literal, it's not a vamp. And then the next thing, we don't need any vamp at all in measure 168. He just goes, when I wanted worlds to paint, and costumes wear. Great. So there's no vamp in that one measure.
Great. And 185.
That's just some weird, the leading player makes the orchestra sound nice. That's just gonna say that. Cool. There's really no answer to this. Cool. Oh, and ensemble, pick apart for rivers. So this is the finale, and in the show, the leading player makes the orchestra stop playing, so there's really no ending to the song. Siri.
Oh, at the very beginning.
Let's try this. Who's playing piccolo here at the top? Yeah. So I think you can take these freely.
She a woman now. I know. Slow down, Daddy. I know. Slow down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
I'll gesture to you, and you can take a fermata moment. And you're on key.
Think about the sun, Pippin. Think about her golden glance. How she lights the world up. Well, now it's your chance. With the guardians of splendor inviting you to dance. Pippin, think about
Think about your life, Pippin.
Days are tame and nights the same.
Now think about the beauty in one perfect flame. And the angels of the morning are calling out your name. Pippin, think about the sun.
I'm not a river or a giant bird that soars to the sea. And if I'm never tied to anything, I'll never be free. I wanted magic shows and miracles, mirages to touch.
Nice, everyone. We have some crazy meter changes.
Yeah.
They all do great. But let's take it right on 136. Zach, that's where you come in with I wanted magic.
Yep.
And can someone play a G?
No, but do we do a straight repeat? No. Okay. So 134, 135, it's not a repeat?
No. Yeah. We probably won't even necessarily do that.
Just straight through.
So yeah, this is right on 136. And Zach, you good? And piano, you good? Is it you? Oh, because we switched to piano too. Yeah. What do you have? Like patchworks? Yeah. Do you just play piano? Okay. Here we go. Oh, 1, 2, ready, and.
I wanted magic shows and miracles, mirages to touch. I wanted such a little thing from life. I wanted so much. I never came close, my love. I nearly came near. It never was there. I think it was here.
How do things look to you now?
They showed.
How do things look to you now?
They showed me crimson, gold, and lavender, a shining parade.
The mole, Pippin. Look at the mole on her face. You're going to spend the rest of your life with a woman with a mole?
But there's a color I can have on her that won't finally fade.
And the kid, do you know how much he's gonna cost you?
I wanted worlds of paint.
It's the way you want to live.
Costumes to wear.
Is this what you want?
I think it was he.
Costumes. The makeup.
'Cause it never was there.
No magic.
So we were, yeah, right at 178.
Right, but it's a straight repeat though. Oh, we didn't do that repeat, did we?
The one that says, does it say repeat if necessary?
No, I wasn't looking at that.
Okay.
The VAM one, 53. So that's just straight through. Right. Okay. Did we do it twice? Okay. So now we do it.
No, it's all good. But I think for sake of like moving through, let's pick up right where we were at 175. We'll go right at 175. So this is like just the sort of play out. Actually, it's a good moment to just like figure out what. Yeah. So we're gonna just fade out here. Bars 185, 186. We do a fade out, and then Zach is gonna finish a cappella. Yeah. Anyway, here's the top of the play out. So this is 175. And 1, 2, ready, and.
I wanted magic shows and miracles, mirages to touch. I wanted such a little thing from life. I wanted so much. I never came close, my love. We nearly came near. It never was there. I think it was here.
He lives. way, he was singing to our Catherine, who's Autumn Hurlbert. Hi, Autumn. We met on Legally Blonde. Let's do Autumn's song, and then we'll do Nathan's song, and then we'll do Morning Glow.
Okay, this is number 24.
Autumn, you ready?
As I'll ever be. Yeah. That would be good. I'll watch you.
Let's do that repeat at the top 3 times, like it says. Okay. At the top, it kind of starts sort of straight, and then sort of there's a moment where you feel like it starts to swing. All right.
We'll go with it.
Yeah. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
I'm your average, ordinary kind of woman, competent and neat, making life a treat. Others as nice, you'll meet often, I know, at least once or twice every decade or so. I'm your everyday.
I'm gonna just pause us one time. I think let's just feel this groove a little bit. Once we're in, it should just groove, yeah. And it kind of eases into that dun dun da da, yeah. And let's just rehearse once. No vocals, just for 1 second.
Great, take it.
Yeah, just from bar 5. Let's just feel what this is, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now we'll swing. Okay, great. Let's take it back to the top. Yeah, yeah.
Beautiful.
And maybe, Autumn, can you just give a, let's just start right at the top of the vocal.
Okay, great.
Okay? So I'll just kind of count us in.
Okay, great.
Okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
And 1, 2.
I'm your average, ordinary kind of woman, competent and neat, making life a treat. Others as nice, you'll meet often, I know, at least once or twice every lifetime or so. I'm your everyday, customary kind of woman, practical as salt, modest to a fault, conservative with a budget, liberal with a meal, just your average ideal. My telling you this may seem sudden and strange. It may not interest you much at all these days, but things change. Things change.
She added an E flat and an F. The chutzpah. Brava. Nathala.
So I grew up with this VHS, and I just wore it out. The original VHS with Ben Vereen and Jonathan Rubinstein. It's just such a good show. I mean, we're all here because we love Pippin and we love musical theater. So
This is 14. Sorry. Tell the band what it is.
thank
Number
you, Seth
number
Rudetsky, for
14
putting this together.
With you, yeah.
Sorry about all the texting, just having mother issues, but I think it'll be fine. But that's what I'm doing. I think it's okay.
Let's see. With you. Now, do we want to start just like a 2-bar intro before My Days Are Broadway?
I think so.
Okay. So everyone, we will start at bar 3.
And then we're ending, it ends early. It goes from 41 to 42, and then after measure 2, it just does those first, it does measure 3, measure 4, resolve. So it goes 42, then you go back to measure 3, measure 4, resolve.
Okay, so 42. And then we repeat back to 3.
Yeah, it kind of just ends. Da 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 da.
Okay, great. Does that make sense to everyone? So we're going to play through bar 42. We repeat back to bar 3 and 4 as an ending. And then we're going to need to add, what key is this? A flat. We'll just need to add an A flat button after we repeat back and play bar 3 and 4 the second time. Yeah, fun.
And we begin at measure 3, right?
Yes, and we begin at measure 3.
Days are brighter than morning air, evergreen pine and autumn blue. But all my days were twice as fair if I could share my days with you. My nights are warmer than fire coals, incense and stars and smoke bamboo. But nights were warm beyond compare if I could share my nights with you. To dance in my dreams, to shine when I need the sun, with you to hold me when dreams are done. And oh, my dearest love, if you will take my love, then all my dreams are truly begun, and time weaves ribbons of memory to sweeten life when youth is through. Then I would need no memories there if I could share my life with you.
so cool.
This is amazing timing. So we're doing our final song, which is Morning Glow, which is not sung by the leading player, but Darius the Haas has always coveted singing this song. So Darius is up for Morning Glow. With all my backup sass, David Katz joined the ensemble. Morning Glow is the end of Act 1. So we have our other assistant conductor who learned the song to conduct the orchestra melody. Please come to the stage if you will. Very exciting.
It's okay, I'll just do a matrix.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Absolutely.
Say that again? Huh?
Do you think, David, do you think the ensemble would be better if they crowded with these? Yeah, guys, why don't you come up and use this?
That's gonna be tight.
Come up here.
Hello, orchestra. Lots of things. Hi, orchestra. We're going to be at number 19, Morning Glow. We're starting at measure 12 this time. Measure 12, and we'll do that repeat. So play 2 times. And I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, but you all followed me so brilliantly. At measure 75 is a slightly brighter tempo. So just watch out for me there.
Hi, I'm Darius. Hi.
Hi, I want to confirm the tempo, Okay, I'll give a 4 count, and then that's when the piano 2 can come in.
This is our last song, audience. Wow. Everyone's been so great. Orchestra. Have you learned anything?
Morning Glow. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's just 2. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm so used to the 3.
Okay, on measure 12.
starts to glimmer when you know winds of change are set to blow and sweep this whole land through. Morning glow is long past due. Morning glow, fill the earth, come and shine for all your worth. Will be present at the birth of old faith looking new. Morning glow is long past due. Oh, morning glow, I'd like to help you grow. We should have started long ago. So, morning glow all day long while we sing tomorrow's song. Never knew we could be so strong, but now it's very clear. Morning glow is almost here. Morning glow, by your light, we can make the new day bright, and the phantoms of the night will fade into past. Morning glow is
Yeah, thank you all so much. I clearly did not expect to conduct the last song of the piece, of the program, so it's very exciting.
What's it like for you to actually have the instruments in front of you? What does it feel like?
It feels incredible. Yeah, like Cameron was saying earlier, I'm so used to piano conductor score, so being able to hold a baton in front of so many talented musicians and actors, incredible opportunity.
Bravo.
Okay, I'd like to start from, I think at measure 44, where it's the big, oh, morning glow, just to get a chance to get into that maestoso section one more time. And yeah, now that we all are singing together and playing together, let's really feel that, that build up into it and then going into the morning glow. So, yeah.
I didn't write that.
Thank you.
Does anybody in the orchestra have any notes, conducting-wise?
Very clear.
You probably wrote
Clear, right?
Thank you.
Yeah, we were just saying, just FYI,
All the conductors have been very clear. Unfortunately, I've worked on Broadway where conductors don't really have training, some of them, and everything is just a downbeat. And it's very frustrating because when you're a sub, you're like, oh, I come in on the 3, and you look up and you literally just see the exact same pattern. It's true. It's right. It's really frustrating. Thank you, Ash. So it's really nice to see conductors actually have beat patterns because it's you need to be trained. It's not just keeping rhythm. And other conductors will do things like they'll cue a singer that's been doing the show for 2 years, and I'm like, I'm a sub. Like, why aren't you leading me? So it's just nice to see the conductors, connecting with the musicians and also connecting with a clear beat pattern. So bravo.
Great, let's go for measure 44. Can a pianist play out the... Thank you.
Oh, morning glow, I'd like to help you grow. We should have started long ago. So, morning glow, all day long, while we sing tomorrow's song. Never knew we could be so strong, but now it's very clear. Morning glow is almost here. Morning glow, by your light, we can make a new day bright, and the phantoms of the night will fade into the past. Morning glow is here at
So we literally have like 4 minutes left. Do you dare us to try On the Right Track, or it's way too scary? Nate, you want? We could try On the Right Track, which is really hard to play, has so many meter changes, and is in a horrible key. So let's end on a low note.
I mean, there are some backgrounds.
What number is it?
Whatever you sing, yeah, sing it for us. Just share, that's fair. It's the beginning of Act 2, right?
You guys, it is so hard to play. The rhythm is crazy. It's in a horrible key. Whatever happens, happens. Any notes on this? Larry, get back to me. Yes, dear. What?
Yeah?
Would be that there's separate groups.
It's on the word track.
All right, kids, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna wing this shiz.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna conduct it because Julie's gonna play. Yes, Queen. We are trading it out. She's sirening. I'm basically. I've listened to the record, so I kind of know it. Okay. You guys ready?
That's how it works.
Exactly the same. Good luck.
All that in the middle. I'll just keep going. I mean, there's not that big
I just want to give a disclaimer to the audience. We have some quarter tones to play, so it's not like we play out of tune. It's just the way it be.
Yeah, it's supposed to sound horrible.
Yeah, okay, so there we are.
Let's see what happens. You all ready? Here we go. Not too fast, sorry. I started too fast.
You look frenzied. You look frazzled. as any owl. Flushed, rushed, and razzle-dazzled. Dry your lips, damp your scalp. Now I can see you're in a rut, in disarray. But I'm not one to butt in, but in fact, I must say, if you'd take it easy, trust a while, don't look blue, don't look back, you'll pull through in just a while, 'cause you're on the right track. Take it easy, sonny. Take it easy, sonny. Take it easy. Why be flurried? Flustered. You keep those hopes aloft. You keep cool as custard. Trying hard. Stepping soft. There's no trick to staying sensible despite each cul-de-sac, 'cause each step's indispensable when you're on the right track. On the right track. Take it easy. On the right track. Easy, sonny. Take it easy. Right track. Easy, sonny. Right track.
Xylophone solo, which we don't have. It sounds great on the piano. Hold on. Yes. And we're gonna go into a vamp right here. It's a vamp, it's a vamp, it's a vamp, it's silence. Then we have, ready? I'm gonna give you one. Mandy, when things once again, right? That was really good. That was right, Mandy, that was totally right. Here we go. Who plays the gliss into that? Anybody? Anyone have a gliss? Yes, we do. I know. I guess it's just what. I'll give you a one. What? Here we go. I'll give you an empty downbeat and. Many, when things get dank, will feel their grip. One. Go, we stay. Tranquil spirits high, pulses low. What I've left behind looks trifling. What's ahead looks black. Am I doomed to spend my life lingering on? Just lingering on, lingering on. No, I'll never find it. Never, never, never. Easy, my sweet baby. You're all right. Track. Orchestra, I'm so proud of you. Darius and Nathan, yes. All right, everyone, thank you for joining. We'll be back with another great show. Thank you, Zane. Thank you, Julia, conducting and piano. And our two associate conductors, work. Thank you, Orchestra. Bye. See you next time. Thank you, Lincoln Center Public Library, for donating this. Bye, Stars in the House. That was amazing.